Again, and I play way too much Magic. Okay, let's talk about this Madness event. It's coming up again, the second one. Now, this is going to be a fast match. Last time it lasted about 22 hours. I might be a little bit off, but it wasn't 24 hours for sure. Maybe it was 20. Now, I want to talk about how the scoring is and how you can maximize with the least effort your score because you don't know when that's going to run out. Okay? So it's going to be a lot of talk, and I wish I had better visuals, but we're going to see it together, okay? So this is what the event looks like, okay? And if you remember, on this first one, it's worth 5 points a win, and then the bonuses are 3 and 2. And I'm going to forget about those bonuses for a second. This is 10 points, this is 15, this is 20, and this is 30, 30, and 50. All the rest are like 20, 20, 20, 15, 15, 15. Okay? So starting off just on the face of it, you have 3 attacks here. The 30, 30, 50 is worth 110 points if you win them all. This one's only worth 60 points if you win them all. 45, 30, and 15. Now, you know, it makes a lot of sense that you just want to do the high level ones, and that's kind of what I'm going to push here. But I want to say kind of why, okay? And let's assume it goes another 22 hours, let's say 24 hours for simplicity, and that means that you're going to have your original 3 attacks, and in the next 24 hours you're going to have 6 more attacks, so that will make 9 attacks total. We're going to go on that premise. One rumor I have heard, though, is that they are going to triple the power on all these guys. So the level 9 guy, I think last time, let's just say it had 40 hit points. I've heard it's going to be 120. That's what I heard, but then I'm looking at this and it looks exactly the same. So I don't know if that's actually going to be true, and I don't really know why they would do that. I mean, 24-hour event is just as good as a 3-day event. It just is what it is. Oh, the other thing is it ended in 20 hours because a team whatever the number 1 team was last time, probably Goblin Pile or whatever, achieved 100% of the achievements. And as soon as one team achieves that, game over. Okay, everything stops. They just take first place, and then everyone else just gets the score they have right there. So your challenge is really, your coalition is going to do as good as your coalition is. You're 5% of that. You're 1 person out of 20. But your challenge is to get that 450 ribbons so you can get all the things. And that also helps your team out the most too. So how do you want to do that? So let's go back to, there's going to be 9 battles per event. So there's 9 here, 9 here, 9 here. If you do all 9 battles, and I'm going to assume you're going to win them all, that's 42% of the total points possible. I'm going to back up a little bit. If you got all 9 battles, that's 330 points here. If you got all 9 battles, it's 180 points here. If you got all 9, it's 135. All those added together equal 780 points possible in the event. Okay, if you did everything perfect, 780 maximum score. Well, if you do all 9 battles here, just focus your efforts on one thing and one thing only, you're going to get 330 points. Okay? Now, there's a total of 45 battles in the whole event, and I'm saying if you focus on these 9, you get 330 points, which is 42% of possible points. And then if you focus on these 9 also, that's 180 points, which is 23% of possible points. Add those together and you have 65% of possible points, but more importantly, you have 510 points. So that means if you just focus on these 9 battles, nothing else, don't get lost in the other things, you'll get 510 points. Well, you need 450, you're going to lose 1 or 2 matches. So, you know, time allowing, you know, play some of these ones that are for 15. But just keep that in mind. My time is precious. I am not going to be able to play all 45 battles. It's a Saturday and I have other plans. But am I going to be able to play 9 battles or 18 battles? Probably. So I'm going to log on at 9 o'clock when mine starts and do 1 battle, 2 battle. I'm going to go about my day, and about 1 o'clock, I'm going to do 1 battle and 2 battles. Then when it's at nighttime and I have more time to myself, I'm going to max these out. I'm going to go through as many as I can, go through as many as I can, and then as time allows, I'm going to do these other ones. And that's going to get me to that 450 the fastest possible, and it's going to make it so I get it. Now, I totally ignored the bonus 3 ribbons and 2 ribbons you can get. Well, first of all, when you're playing for 30 here and the highest bonus is 3 ribbons, that's 10%. It doesn't matter. I mean, those 3 ribbons are not going to get you the 450. Let's pretend you really care about those ribbons and you're making special decks for it and things like that. If you got every single match and you got every single 3 ribbon match, again, assuming it's a 24-hour match again, that's 135 ribbons, okay? That's not going to be the difference. I mean, that is a huge amount, but that's the exact same amount as playing the 9 battles and winning all 9 battles, okay? So don't worry about that in terms of keep your deck as strong as possible. If you see something like, oh, you need 8 spells and you can get the 3 ribbons, don't change your deck and add more spells and then have your deck be and then lose because it's worth so little. It doesn't matter. Not really. Get the easy ones, maybe delay it a turn or 2 and get those things, get the extra 3, but don't weaken your deck to do it. That's a mistake. Okay, so there you go. If you have some good luck, you can play 18 battles, these 9 and these 9, and just be done. You get your reward. You're on a good team or not, so you're already going to place in the top 10 or you're not going to place in the top 10. The event's going to end probably in 24 hours like before. Even if it is 3 times the hit points, you think that some crazy team out there is not going to just have decks that win just as fast? Honestly, it doesn't take any longer. It doesn't take a better deck. It does not take a better deck to get 300 hit points or 900 hit points. Either you have a deck that stops the other player, and then you can score infinite points, more or less, or you don't have a deck that stops the other player. It's that simple. Okay, there you go, guys. Have a great day, and good luck in the event.